Welcome to Movement Focus. I'm Phyllis, and today we will focus on the philosophy of yoga and the movement of the body. How we move is important. We want to recognize that. Just when we come to begin our yoga practice, we sit on the mat. We take a moment to focus into our breath. How are we breathing? No matter what's happened before you arrived here on your mat, we allow the mind just to focus here, present, now, to become consciously aware of the breath and of the movement. So as we pause for just a moment and you take that deep inhale, maybe you feel yourself sit a little taller. You feel the rib cage expand or widen. And as you exhale, you feel the contraction. Maybe you also notice not just the movement, but how deep you're breathing. Are you breathing a little deeper now that we're focusing on it? So much as our movement throughout our day, we do it automatically, just like our breath. So when we come onto our mat, our intention is to come within the body, feel into sensations, invite changes to happen, notice what's happening. So in our brief practice today, we will visit posture. Take that deep inhale breath, sit as tall as you can, and then slowly let's bring our legs in front of us. As you bring your legs in front of us, you might have noticed I kind of lifted and scooted my sit bones back just a little bit, and then flex your feet. Maybe your hamstrings are a little tight, and then sit real tall. Bring your arms forward, but let those shoulders press back and down, and then lift the chest up. Take a deep breath here, and can you hinge forward just about an inch, and just feel the sensation. Flex those feet. Take another breath, and you hinge forward just a little further, and you feel that sensation. And then one more, just a little bit, and then slowly come back to center. So from here, come over into your table position. And we'll begin in that table position. And once you come into your table position, aligning your wrists underneath your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. And then take a little cat position. Exhale as you round into cat. And then inhale and come into cow. And then pause right there in the center. Tuck your toes, wiggle the toes open and press back gently. Pressing back as you feel the arch of your foot. Our foot is important in our balancing. Now slowly, come into down dog. And your down dog might not be as wide, right, or as long as what it is if we're warmed up. Let your head drop between your arms. Take 3 deep inhale and exhale breaths. Just let your head and your shoulders release downward into the earth. And as you let the shoulder and the neck release and relax, you take another breath. Maybe you notice into the heels. Let the heels become heavy, even if your knees are bent. Take another deep breath and you let the heels just drop. Don't fidget. Fidgeting is not really a consciously aware movement. So pause here and just feel the heels maybe become heavier. Then try to straighten your knee. Push into your hips. Bend the knees to bear. Pause there. Give yourself a break and then slowly rise back up into down dog. Take that deep inhale breath and exhale out. So as you're in down dog right here, I want you to bend your right knee and just let it bend. And then push into that left heel and back into that left hip. And just be aware of what's happening here. No fidgeting. Deep breath, exhale, press back. What's happening in your shoulders? What's happening in your hips, in your leg? Notice it, be aware of it. Yoga is a conscious practice. Slowly now, release and go to the other side. So running your dog is a rapid movement with no conscious awareness. I'm sorry, but I will say that. So take that deep breath, exhale right here as you notice the stretching sensation. You feel your body coming into it deeper. Now take both heels back and press. Deep inhale, exhale.
Walk your hands back to your feet. Now, periodically, I'm going to change mats here just because of the visual. Walk back to your feet, and then in your forward fold, inhale halfway up. Exhale to fold. So in that half lift, we're inviting the core to work. Slowly, as you pull that core in, you're going to track your spine and come all the way into Samasthiti. This is the posture. Open your fingers, stand tall. Let your toes wiggle. Find your balance. Are your feet hip width apart? Check into all of these, right? Inspect the body. Are your legs tight and drawing upwards? Your core pulling in, and then inhale, reach your arms up. And I know the video cut my head off, but anyways, that's okay. Exhale your hands into your heart center and pause here. So let me make that minor for paw adjustment there. Okay. Sometimes things happen, right? They happen on our mat. They happen with technology. They happen. So it's more important the back of my mat that you see. So we're going to be here. Your feet are parallel, right? They feel nice and balanced. Rocking your feet forward and back. Right there. I want you to take your right foot, and I want you to take that big toe and direct it towards the right front corner of your mat so it turns out just a little bit. Yeah? So put your hands, find your hip bones for a second. Yeah, so we're still hip width apart. You're just slightly turned out. Turn it back in. Now your hip bone didn't really move or rotate outwards. Perfect. Warrior one, our hips are closed, they're forward. So now I want you to pull your weight in that right foot, and you might be opposite that I am, so it might be your left. Whichever you're working with is just fine. So we'll call it side one. Float that leg up. You know, almost like the Karate Kid, right? But you're still breathing, yeah? So put that leg back down. Let's inhale that leg up. Feel yourself draw into your core. Exhale, pause here. Now can you flex the foot? Again, you extend that leg out. Find your balance, bend it back in. If you need to take a reset. Come back up right here. So we're being aware of our movement. We feel the strength of the leg that's supporting us, right? And now can you take and push forward and step that foot forward to find your warrior one, not moving the back foot. Yeah? Take a deep inhale breath, reach up tall, exhale, lean back. Inhale, exhale your hands back to your heart center. Sweep your arms out wide as you inhale, right? Now, if you need to inch that foot that's forward a little bit further forward, I want you to pause here and check into the position of your hips. Is this hip bone pushing forward, right? So that heel in the back should be feeling like it's pushing outward. Just being aware. Take a deep inhale, exhale, twist into it. Pause here. So, right, I didn't twist a lot. I twisted enough to feel the sensation in that hip, and that hip is pushing forward. As I rotate more, do you feel that rotation right here? So rotate a little bit more. Pause there, yeah. Deep breath. Slowly come all the way back. Inhale, reach up, exhale. Can you lean back a little further and open the front of the body? So what do we feel there? Exhale the hands at your heart center. So now pause here, and as we start to shift, I want to go inch by inch. Take that deep breath. Shoulders are dropped down, so your lats are engaged, your core is engaged, and we'll start to hinge forward, just about an inch, right? As you came forward that inch, notice in the back leg you're pushing down through that heel. Feel the inner side. Feel the tightness. That quad is hugging the bones. Deep breath. Exhale, come further and another inch forward. Now we start to feel that glute really taking the balance of the muscles. Your quad, your hamstring, that glute, come over a little further. Pause there. And then take your arms back to airplane. Keep pushing back through that heel. Pause there, reach your arms out wide. Circle your arms back into your heart center. Come all the way into your humble warrior. And now reach the arms back to airplane. And as you reach wider, draw yourself up. Feel the core pull you back up. Hands come into your heart center. Warrior one. Okay, lift, step together at the front of your mat. The front of our mat, we'll take an inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, take that swan dive forward, step your feet back to plank. As you step back, notice where you step, your feet, your hands. Now slowly come into down dog as you press back into down dog. Pause there in down dog. Again, find that down dog. Deep inhale, exhale. Feel your heels become heavy. Your hips push back over your legs. Feeling into the spine, the lats, let the head drop and release. And then step your feet the width of the mat. Notice now that your heels come down. Walk your hands to your feet. Pause here, let yourself hang down. Exhale. Then inhale halfway. Again, notice the core. Exhale. Inhale, draw yourself all the way up to standing. Arms come back. Step together. Find Samasthiti, standing at attention. Open the fingers. Open the thumb. Maybe a little movement of the thumb. Yeah. So there's times where you can take a little extra movement that you might need. Lean back, exhale your hands to your heart center. So again, warrior one. So this time we're going to be on side two. So noticing where your legs are in relationship to hip width apart. And then we'll take and turn that side 2 foot where that big toe points towards the front of your mat. And we'll come into that balance. So notice, inhale that leg up. Notice how your core pulls in and up to draw you in and up. So really come into what is the body feeling? Yoga is a deeper philosophy. It's not just movement. Now, extend that leg out. Flex that foot, extend it out. Can you reach and step forward? Finding your warrior one. Right there, you might have noticed my forward foot had to move over just a little bit because I felt my hips and where they needed to be. Take that deep breath, reach up. So sometimes we have learned something and we need to relearn it. Lean back. Extend your hands to your heart center. So define that for us. We'll take your arms out nice and wide. Sometimes we flow through things and we don't really realize the correct or incorrectness of the posture or how we can deepen the posture as you deepen into the mind, right? So as you turn here, take that deep breath, exhale, reach wider, rotate, rotate. Do you feel that leg, how it rotates inward? Yes. And then come all the way back. Take that big inhale here, exhale, lean back. Hands come into your heart. Come into your humble warrior. Remember, come over just a little bit. Inhale, exhale, come over a little bit more, a little bit more. As you feel the movement, what one side is doing compared to the other. So really feeling deep into the body. All the way over, and then bring your arms back and sweep yourself all the way up and exhale your hands at your heart center. Step together from your mat. We'll pause here. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, swan dive forward. As you swan dive, you bend into your knees to step your feet back. Yeah. Now you're in plank. Push yourself into your down dog. Come back into your plank. Set your feet. Press back into your down dog. So your hands and your feet are in the same place for plank and down dog. Take your feet the width of your mat. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, but keep noticing what it takes to move. Reach your arms. Step together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Going back to side one. Turn that big toe out. Lift that knee. Find that balance. Step forward. Right there, we're in our warrior one. Reach up. Drop that hip. Rotate it downward. Deep inhale, breath. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, exhale, hands to your heart. Bring your arms back to airplane. Begin to hinge forward. Sweep the arms wide as we revolve in that warrior one. Now, if your right hip is in the right place, this makes this a lot easier to get that right hand close to that left foot so you draw your right shoulder closer to that knee. Deep breath. Then exhale the hand to the mat. Step together, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up. So flow all the way up. Take a little back bend at the top if you'd like. Hands into your heart center. Again, forward fold. Step back to down dog or plank, whichever you'd like, and then come into your down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet, staying narrow. Roll yourself halfway. Come all the way up. Hands to your heart center. Turn that foot that slight distance out. Find that little balance right here. Step forward. Find that warrior one. Right? Adjust it. Yes. We'll pause there. Reach up. Now, let that hip drop, right? So your hip is right there. Hands to your heart center. As we make our way over nice and slow, but we notice what it takes in our body, because that's what yoga is all about. It's the mindfulness, paying attention to what's moving, how it's moving, where you feel it. Sometimes you may feel that sensation and maybe it's not, maybe it triggers something that doesn't feel good, right? Or maybe it's something that's tight. Slowly as we come all the way back, and then we'll step together, forward fold, right? Inhale halfway, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Sometimes it's triggering us that we need to release something. There's tension, we're holding it there. Just really coming into that introspection. What does your body need? Where is it at? Take that deep inhale breath, exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet back again into your down dog. And as you pause in your down dog, taking that deep inhale and exhale. Walk your hands back to your feet. We're going to go one more. We'll go sideways this time with you. Inhale, halfway. Notice right there, lengthen your spine, tighten your legs, turn your tailbone up, move that pelvis just a little. Exhale, fold, soften into your knees. Inhale, come all the way up, keep the knees soft. Use the core to draw yourself tall. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, your hands to your heart center. Okay, so the side view. We did side one would be my right foot. Your big toe turns out. You come into that balance. You step forward. You find that warrior one. Yeah, my heel came up a little bit, and then it went back down. I noticed that. I noticed every little movement. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean back. Push forward into that hip. Arms reach out. Take that twist. Right here, I could twist and come all the way over. Not feeling off balance at all. As you come all the way back up, you pause there. Humble warrior. Hands to the mat. The footsteps all the way back. Pausing here. Walk my hands back to my feet. Roll up. Halfway and all the way up. Sweeping up. As I come into side two, we turn that foot out to find that balance. Right? So I feel into the loading of that leg. And then I lift the other leg. I step into warrior one and set myself up. Make any adjustments to know that I'm balanced where I'm at. Take that deep breath. Arms come out wide. We'll twist and come over. Hands to the mat. Then we'll step together. Pausing here. Take an inhale breath and come all the way up through your spine. So I hope that helps with the mechanics of warrior one. But think about being balanced. The hips are forward. So as you take that deep inhale breath and you exhale, inhale, reach up to the sky. Bring in the energy you need today. Exhale the hands to your heart center. We'll be practicing again on Friday. We'll do a full flow. Thank you for your moment today of inspiration and introspection.